Session Strings Pro 2 from Native Instruments is a flexible and easy-to-use virtual instrument for creating the detailed and intimate contemporary sound of a 22-piece string ensemble. It improves on the first Session Strings Pro with more sophisticated phrase and rhythm animators for generating unique, creative arrangements and newly recorded articulations for extremely realistic expression. Session Strings Pro 2 is compatible with Contact 5 or the free Contact Player plugin, so you can use these strings as a standalone app or with your favourite DAW. Session Strings Pro 2 makes it easy to create intricate, expressive solos, larger sounding ensemble parts, and everything in between. It's the ideal tool for those looking for an intimate string sound, especially for pop, jazz and singer-songwriter arrangements, and makes a useful companion to full-on orchestral libraries. Session String Pro 2's instrumental patches come in two types, traditional and modern. Traditional patches have a stereo positioning that replicates what you'd expect from a real-life orchestra, with violins to the left, basses to the right, and violas and cellos between them. Modern patches have each part positioned around the listener to create a consistent stereo image that's ideal for popular music production. The bass, cello, viola and violin have two sections each that can be turned on and off from the graphical interface, allowing you to create your own custom ensembles. At the top of Session String Pro 2's interface, you'll find the controls that determine how the instrument is played. Below this is a large panel that displays the main, mixer and effect views. The main screen view changes depending on which playback mode is selected. Let's take a look at each mode. Velocity mode is the default mode. Here the velocity level of each note dictates which articulation style from a palette of 26 is used. These articulations include favourites such as sustain, spiccato, staccato, pizzicato and tremolo, plus more specialised styles like the new legato, portamento and glissando articulations. Two articulations can be selected, and the split between them can be user-defined with a horizontal fader, perfect for straightforward, expressive playing. Key switch mode is similar to velocity mode, but here you can switch between 9 articulations using user-definable MIDI notes or continuous controllers. Rhythm Animator mode is based around an arpeggiator and step sequencer of 16 or 32 steps. A playing style and velocity level can be defined for each step, and they can also be toggled between single arpeggiator notes and the full chord. You can even use random generators for the articulation, velocity, and chord arp toggle. Six patterns can be swapped between using key switches, and the arpeggiated style play order, tempo, and swing parameters make it easy to get the perfect rhythm. "44 sets comprising 264 patterns can be selected from the browser, and the available phrases can be filtered by 8ths, 16ths, triplets, syncopated, simple and odd timings. You can swap out every pattern using the Set selector. Phrase Animator mode plays full orchestral phrases that follow your chord from a selection of 30 songs with a total of 180 phrases. These can be searched by filtering for melodic, rhythmic, simple, complex, pad, or progression phrases. Like Rhythmic Animator mode, swing and rhythmic divisions can be controlled and 6 phrases can be swapped between, and it's also possible to set the start and end point of the phrases using the arrows under the phrase menu. There's a song selector here for changing all the patterns at once, and you can alter the feel of the phrase by selecting rhythm only, where only the rhythm of the phrase plays, or unison, where all the instruments play at once. As well as the ensemble instrument, Session Strings Pro 2 comes with bass, cello, viola and violin instruments, which can be used to program each part of the ensemble individually. These instruments allow you to have one or two sections active via the graphical interface and work in the same manner as the ensemble instrument, save the fact they only require key or velocity switching playback modes and don't use the smart voice split and smart chord options. With Session Strings 2 Pro, you can fine-tune the sound of your string parts with the mixer and effects sections. The mixer section includes level, pan, solo mute toggles, detune, transpose, delay and reverb send levels, and compressor and EQ inserts for each instrument. When you turn sections off, these will be faded out in the mixer to reflect their inactivity. The effects page includes master compressor, EQ and colour effects. Colour is a multi-effect with 51 effects split into 5 categories: studio, distortion, modulation, accent and abstract, that give you a powerful way to adjust each section's tone. The delay and reverb sends are controlled from this page, where you can also find the shape and humanize controls. Shape gives you attack and release knobs for adjusting the sound's dynamics, plus controls for a release volume, bow noise, and stereo width. Humanize includes pitch and timing knobs that add random variations to the sound for a more organic feel. Sound presets are available to help you get the right tone quickly, and these can be found below the mode selector. 48 of these presets are available, and they contain information for the mixer and effects pages. In the Rhythm Animator and Phrase Animator pages, the sound preset can be linked to a set or song with the Sound Link button. When this is active, a specific sound preset will be loaded where the new set or song is loaded. The Smart Voice Split option, when activated, allocates the individual notes of the chord to a corresponding instrument, making it quick and easy to create full orchestral parts from a single note or chord. When Smart Voice Split is deactivated, it's possible to set up your own keyboard splits. The Smart Chord option provides orchestrated chords from individual keys. Up to 4 memory slots can be accessed using definable key switching, each of which can have its own root note, chord set, major, minor, Dorian, dominant, melodic minor or harmonic minor, and wide or close voice settings that spread the voicings of a chord in different ways. In Smart Chord mode, the black keys work as modifiers. Hold them before you play a note and the voicing will be changed, giving you a quick way to develop emotional chord progressions. You can even use Smart Voice Split and Smart Chord at the same time to create full orchestral chord progressions with a single finger. On the setting page, you'll find the dynamic control parameters. These allow you to control the instrument's volume via the mod wheel, keyboard velocity, or any other MIDI controller. Here you'll also find chord detection, which determines how long it takes for Session Strings Pro 2 to recognise a chord. Memory management settings, which include release sample and round robin toggles, master tuning and pitch bend setup. Pitch bend setup allows the user to select between a standard pitch bend, which can be set between 1 to 7 semitones, and a mode where activating pitch bend before a note tells it to play a scoop or fall. The amount of pitch bend used determines the speed of the articulation used. As you can see, Session Strings Pro 2 is a sophisticated yet accessible tool that is suitable for everyone from soundtrack composers to pop producers. To learn more about this incredible virtual instrument, check it out now at nativeinstruments.com.